If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super unders and a song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we played it just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. Fuck. Hey.
Just cash.
Are we back or is it just me? Are we back? Are we live? Oh shit.
I believe so. What's good, everyone? We are back coming at you on a Flex Friday, and it is just cash. What's up? What's going on, fam? How's everyone doing?
I think they're
Joined as
good.
always by Underrated. What's
Hi.
up? What's up, man? How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. We've been doing good in these college streets, man. We had another good day yesterday. I think we only had one L. We hit him in the face with Purdue. Old Dylan came in and wasn't himself, as we figured. And got old Braden last minute. Went over that nice line we grabbed at 15.5. Can't be mad. And the E-Dog play of the day came through last minute as well. So everyone was happy.
Yeah, man. What a wild ride that was.
Hey, the
Let's,
E-Dog play of the day. Want to know now.
Yep. Officially want to know. So that was pretty sweet to see. I mean, we were absolutely sweating in half. Not even gonna lie to you boys. We had 2 going into half, and it was looking a little grim. But not only did he cover, he also ended up with 8. So it was literally right on the mark where we were talking about. And I believe he also was chasing a little points, milestone. It was like his 500 points or something like that he needed. So really solid game from him. And let's talk about yesterday. But before we do, if you guys do us a huge favor, if you like what you see and you had some fun yesterday, obviously we did pretty well. Do us a huge favor, hit that like and subscribe button. We are still on the road to 1K, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And you can find all the overnight leans and early plays in the Discord access down below. So make sure you guys hit that links down there. Check it out if you're not already a member. And we are still running the 7-day free trial, so no obligations. Check it out for a week. And I know you, good sir, found a huge value play for us already. Tackle props for this weekend. So shout out to Big Underrated with another gem. And the only place you can find it is in the Discord. So make sure you guys checking it out.
Yes, sir. It's going to be another fun weekend. We only have a few football games, but we'll make use of it. Try to snipe a few winners, and we will continue stacking our profit.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. And hopefully, it's been a bumpy ride. I know that, this last weekend wasn't the best with a couple of expectations, but we still ended up in the green, so can't complain there at the end of the day. And just go right back to the process. So yesterday, man, really good day. Overall, we only missed one play that we talked about really on stream that we landed on. We did get that news about was it Harper ended up playing an absolutely terrible game. And again, man, what a free gem his second half under was.
Oh, my
Just,
gosh.
I mean,
You could
so
tell.
free. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe he was at 14 and a half PRA. Like, that didn't even make sense to his full game line.
Yeah, that was one of those ones, and we mentioned it on stream. Remember yesterday we said, hey, if he does play, look out for that second half, because he came in that game. I watched the game before, and he just, you know how it is when you feel sick as fuck and you're trying to get through something. We know the old Michael Jordan story where he got through and went crazy when he was sick, but hey, not everyone's Michael Jordan, so it was easy to tell he wasn't himself in the first half. So, yeah, if you're in the Discord, man, we were throwing that second half under a little bit more free money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, also having that news, it thankfully saved us from having any Ace Bailey. He hooked, nasty hook with 17 points out of the 17-5. So Harper, playing was just enough to bring that usage down a little bit. Now, I think we could probably consider maybe going back to him the next game if they do lower him again to like 16-5 or, dare I say 15-5. But we'll circle back to that at a later date. But, man, honestly, really, really good reads. The Purdue money line, absolute banger. I mean, we were really high on that. Before the news, we got the news that, he was playing, yes, so maybe it was not as free of a play, but they came out, Braden Smith, just an insane double-double game from him. Phenomenal performance. He did make us sweat down to the last few minutes of the game, but still came through big for us.
Yeah, he did. He had 15, didn't he? And then got fouled. And right when he got fouled, I said, oh, he's not going to Tina Charles us. He's going to hit these foul shots. This man, you could tell that kind of guy. He already know. There's no way he's missing both of these foul shots. This is what he knows he has to do. You could tell he's that little dude, got to run around. He got to overachieve and everything else. He's sitting in the gym right now shooting free throws, guaranteed.
Yes, sir. So that in that game, honestly, was just so fun to watch from a spectator, perspective, anyways. But they came through big for us. And then you had a phenomenal read with Bruce Thornton going under his points. And we also talked about on the stream, I know one of our guys in there, shout out to you for circling us back to it, but Bruce Thornton over his points or PRA if we were worried about the under assist. So he absolutely went off. I mean, was getting to the free throw line like crazy down the stretch. I mean, he actually has some impressive ability to get to the free throw line. So really, really good reads there. We did have one little stinker on the day. John Mobley with 0 assists was kind of crazy. I think he ended with, 14 points and a ton of rebounds. And a lot of guys were getting assists, just unfortunately not him. So that one, if we're going to miss one, we go 4 out of 5. That's still a pretty solid day. And shout out to, I forget who it was in the Discord, but shout out to you, man. Brought up Zach Cleveland. You and I had talked about right before we hopped on stream. Anyways, I wanted something from Liberty. I was really high on Liberty yesterday, and we ended up landing on Zach Cleveland's rebounds. Another crazy sweat. This time it was the opposite direction. He actually had 5 rebounds going into half. Felt phenomenal, on top of the world. And he didn't get his next rebound until like 4 minutes remaining. And then he had like back-to-back rebounds. So a little sweaty there on the back end, but we still got there. And then, as we talked about, Nate the Great, legacy second half coverage. So really, really good day, fam. I hope you guys made some money.
Yeah, those rebound sweats, man, those are like no other. Because you got to sit there and hope for a ball to bounce the right way. Like, fuck, man. Got lucky yesterday with those endings, but if we can do plays with, a couple props stuck in there, like a couple categories, a PA, a PRA, a RA, something that's just not relying on just a damn rebound. That is rough.
Yeah, it could definitely be, sometimes it's either so free, it was the obvious play, and then sometimes you're like, wow, it just, that line was so sharp, they got me. Eric Dixon the day before that, but
oh
it
yeah,
happens.
that Eric Dixon play, that's crazy. He's coming back. Hopefully they give us 5.5 and we smack that up next time, because it's always fun to come back around to it, because that's still one of those ones. That was silly. That was just super unlucky. Danny C says Zach Cleveland. Yes, sir. That was him.
Yeah, Danny. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Definitely very sharp call, and glad we ended up talking about that. And he came through for us. I hope you were watching it too, man. I was definitely sweating. We had Also, real fast, we have one also other play, that under points play. I think it was like 8.5 or 9.5 or something like that. Really, really sharp call because man, he came out hot. Literally hit 2 buckets in like the first 4 or 5 minutes of play, and then that dude just went 0 from the field. I've never seen a ship sink so fast. So very nice call there.
For sure. I was looking at your screen and I was like, ooh, Derek Queen's at 21.5 PRA. That's not bad.
Oh well, they just pulled Stevens points, so let's see what they.
That's
they do with
okay. That one was. I don't know. I kind of threw it out there to see if you and Coach liked it and didn't get a very good response. So this is just me riding.
Nah.
No, you liked it?
Nah, I mean, I think it's in another low sweat. It feels like oh my goodness, I would blank on his name. Skillings. It feels like a Skillings play. Where somebody whose line is just really, really low. Yeah, they've had some misleading and maybe a bad game in the mix, but somebody definitely capable of doing this. And I think that it's at least for today being such a small slate. So let's go ahead. Disclaimer: play light today. Play very light today. Cannot stress that enough. Very small slate. Save all your money for tomorrow. But what we do have on a small slate didn't feel that bad, especially with how he's been playing down the stretch in December and in this last game even. Rutgers is not they're not a slouch, and it was on a road game too, so in Rutgers, and he had a performance. We saw another game with double-digit field goal attempts. The minutes could still be more desirable. I think that's definitely a little bit of a thing, but also some of these games were blowouts too, so maybe he does play closer to 25 to 28 minutes, but this last game was close, and I believe this game is projected to be, it was like 11-point spread. Oh, it moved up a little bit, actually. So it opened earlier today at 11, and it's moved all the way up to 12.5. I do think Wisconsin obviously picks up the dub here. Minnesota's a good team. Love these guys to death, but yeah, that's kind of interesting.
You love Minnesota to death?
They're a fun team to watch, man. The guys go out and they try hard, and they don't play real good defense, but they play pretty good offense, and they just try. They hang with their opponents. That's one thing I love about Minnesota. They always just hang around.
They're scrappy.
Yeah, scrappy.
It's a good word for them. Who's their main guy that we're betting on today? Minnesota. I forget his name.
Dawson Creek.
Yeah, Dawson Creek. I forgot I always forget his name. He's so funny. He doesn't even look like a basketball player. There's a few players in college that don't even look like basketball players. You see him out there and you're like, that's the star on their team? You start watching him, you're like, oh yeah, that is the star on their team. He looks like that guy.
Yeah, he's a goofy guy. And you gotta love that name.
He's goofy, but he doesn't think he's goofy. That's the part about him that's tight. Like that Robbie guy, Avalar, I forget his name now. Avalar?
Yeah.
I forget his name. I forget how to pronounce his last name. The goggle guy, yeah. That dude's dorky, and he knows he's dorky. This Dawson Garcia guy thinks he's the man.
Yeah, and it's so funny, but I mean, hey, he's been out kind of doing his thing, so
oh yeah, he's been balling.
We knew he was going to bump. We called that last night. He opened at 16.5 points, and that definitely seemed like an obvious play. So if you guys can maybe find an alt line that's appropriate, the 16.5 was definitely the play. 17.5, that's on you.
And are we doing a stream later tonight for the games tomorrow, since the games are so early? Is that what the plan was?
We are, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, hey guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit sub, because you'll get a notification when we go live tonight. We'll find some good value for tomorrow. So if you have not subbed yet, and wait, we are at 10 likes. Ah, shit, guys. Is today going to be that day where it's hard for us to get to 25 likes? Is that what I'm seeing? What do you think?
It's possible. We are going to have a somewhat shorter stream today, so no biggie about that. But we had 25 likes again yesterday and had a good day, so take that for what you will.
Bro, it's been, I think, 3 days in a row. Definitely profit all 3, but 2 of the 3 days was really nice. and all 3 of those days was the 25 likes days too. So I don't really even want to see what happens when we don't get 25 likes. So if you guys don't mind, if you haven't hit the like yet, hit the like. It's not that difficult, and it helps our stream out a lot. We can try to figure out how to get some more college-loving people in here, because I know they don't understand that there's actually a live stream out there that just talks college basketball props. Have you ever seen one? I haven't.
No, man. And that's why we kind of ended up winding up in this spot. We trying to figure out the game that is college basketball, and nobody else is out there doing it. So it's hard to find a source to, be reliable, or at least somewhere to go. And it's just kind of scattered throughout the social sphere. And, we're just doing our best here to try and narrow it down, make it easier, and then find some really good plays on top of that.
For sure. And I forgot to change the title to the only college basketball prop show, but we'll do that tonight.
So talking about Dawson real fast, actually, before I think they're going to bump him more time. Bump him
again? Really?
Yeah, or at least this line. I think his fantasy is definitely potential to bump. I mean, he's not at 30 yet, and I believe he's at 30 or 31 on PrizePicks already. Yeah, 30.5. So slight discount there, but man, this dude's been getting after it. I mean, just literally does everything for this team. He's been racking up the blocks and steals lately too. His matchup against Nolan Winter, you guys know Winter, we played him this last slate actually. Very high rebound, shooting, power forward. So he could actually see a potential lot of blocks here. And man, look at that hair. That dude's a fucking baller.
That's what I'm saying. That's that guy, bro. He thinks he's so dope. He is so dope, actually. He's the best player on the team, no doubt. I remember I tried to go under on his second half one time. That shit did not work. So they go to him. they go to him every time. The only reason he didn't get there, as you're about to say, probably is he fouled out last game. And that's why I love doing college props so much. These bookies are like, well, let's drop his line a little because he fouled out last game, guys. I know the matchup is not the best. We know that, but still, 16.5 for a dude like this. Look at his scoring, bro. He hasn't scored under 16.5 in the last 6-7 games.
No, yeah. I mean, this dude has definitely established himself as the guy for this team. And the scoring, absolutely phenomenal. Very consistent player. As you mentioned, that 16.5 especially, like personally, I would even consider still playing the 17.5, but we'll talk about the fantasy here in a second, because I think that's a strong consideration for the post bump. But yeah, the 16.5, phenomenal. Get a nice cushion here. I mean, the dude averages almost 20 points on the season. For a majority of these games anyways. He had these obvious games here that really just, tanked his overall rating. But outside of that, I mean, this dude's averaging, 21 points. So major discrepancy there. And as you mentioned, coming off of a fouling out game, we love the bounce back players, go right back to the well. So if you guys can find the points, I think that's very solid. But let's talk about this fantasy too, man, because this guy is just absolutely smashing it. So the 3 obvious games that he missed with scoring, of course he's going to fall way short of that. But even in the one game where he did fall short on the scoring, he's still carrying a lot of the weight with the rebounding. That's been consistent all season. But the blocks and steals, you can pencil him down for at least 2 stocks a game. The turnovers pretty well in check for the most part. We do get a little bit of an upside for his assist rating, but line discrepancy, slightly favoring this one. So if you guys were going to run back with the bumps, I still don't mind the fantasy, man, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I usually don't love fantasy, but I need to get over it because sometimes it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were hunting for the value, which we totally found with that 16.5. So just, I think another potential way to attack this small slate, we'll definitely classify it more as a B tier or mid tier since we did get that early value. But I think one to maybe keep on the radar today. Sure.
That's the thing that's, I was saying it yesterday too, and it just matters so much because it happens almost every single day. Is that Braden Smith was 16.5 the night before And I was looking at it, and I woke up, and it was 15.5. And I was like, 15.5? If they're going to drop it to 15.5, we got to go over. He ended at 16. I mean, that happens a lot. A lot. I swear.
Yes.
And I just kind of realized, too, the reason why we don't think it's a big deal, when you look at the number, you're like, oh, 21.5, like that queen play. Like if he bumped to 22, you're like, yeah, 21.5 to 22. That's so close. I might as well just, that's the thinking. But when you really break it down, that dude's going to be around 18 to 24, somewhere in that range. That number matters a lot more than it looks like. People got to remember that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we brought that up numerous times on the show here as well, that like it's one thing. So like it's one thing if they bumped his fantasy by 0.5 or moved it by 1 or the PRA or something like that. But when it's just a linear prop like that, those line movements, don't think about it as just it just moved a point. Like that's a whole different bracket from where it was. So you have to take a lot more consideration into that kind of risk that you're taking with singular props.
Exactly. It's huge. Oh yeah, I'll just play the bump. Fuck it. No, that's a recipe for disaster. Do not do it.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And people, the average Joes, you're definitely gonna kind of fall into that because we get a lot of people who, of course, are on a busier schedule, and you go through the morning work routine or the daytime where you're busy, and then you're like, okay, boom, my lunchtime, I can check the lines.
Right.
Well, typically that time of day you're going to catch the bumps. So even though you might find a play, which I'm definitely guilty of myself, I'll find a play that I'm like, hey, this looks really, really good. And somebody will be like, oh yeah, it opened at this. Like you're looking at the second round of bumps already, and you wouldn't even know it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's that FOMO too. Like, oh, my friends are already doing it. I want to be involved with that guy too. There's nothing worse than putting in a bump line like that, and then at the end of the day you're cheering like, oh well, dang, I had the 16, you had the 15, you won, I lost. That there's nothing worse than that. I'd rather just be happy cheering for my friends to win. I'm not following with this bump ass line in my queue. No, hell no. Did you just get mad because your players left your queue? Is that what just happened?
Yeah, I've been having interface error with them all day, and I don't know what's going on with that. It'll go to a refreshing screen, and then it'll just clear my screen out. Come on,
Interface error. Interface.
That's okay.
Interface. Danny C. Youngin's back, man. Hold on, I gotta hit the button. I gotta hit the button.
Big Youngin, we missed you, man. Hopefully you're good. Your mom's good. Your family's good.
Oh, bro, I gotta hit the button again.
Missed you in there, dude.
Yeah, what the heck? He just pops back on. Hey guys, hey, by the way, here I am. What's up, bro? Danny C got some questions. Youngin actually got a college prop question. We like that. Ian's up in here.
Oh.
C Dot's up in here. Got the fam up in here today. Let's see. Let's do a like check again. 11. Guys. 11.
Hit that thumb-a-rooski for your fam. Appreciate you guys.
Hit that thumb-a-rooski. Come on, guys. We need it. 25 would be so wonderful. Oh, damn. If we got 25 today and this slow start, it'd be like that legacy cover type thing. It'd be that second half. Just smack.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do that stream tonight because it's fun. It's fun doing it the night before. There's something about it. The people that are watching streams at night, sports aren't going on. The vibe is different. You could just chill because, right now there's all this news coming in and NBA and blah, blah, blah. We get on the stream. You're going to be at midnight, right? For you?
Yeah, it'd be midnight at my time when we start.
Those, to me personally, that's when I am awake. I'm awake now, but I'm really awake in that times when I really wake up and really start to study the props. We have time to function and not worry about news and other sports, So I like those nighttime looks. And it's perfect for college because we have the early ass games on Saturday. So it's going to be fun to look. I think Caleb was saying he got some props for us to talk about tomorrow already. So that'll be fun. He's been coming through too.
Yeah, we'll talk about a couple of them today, and that way we can save some of them for tonight as well. That'll also make sure you guys are in the Discord for that again. We'll definitely be open to all discussions for that here shortly. This first game kicks off in an hour and a half anyways, so and the second game's an hour after that, so very short turnaround time tonight. Basically after this first game or the second game kicks off, we're going to be full send on for everything for tomorrow. But let's talk about a couple questions today.
Okay.
I think let's wrap on at least this game here real fast. I know we kind of mentioned Stephen Crowell, but his 10.5 points. We were talking about the shot volume, the usage, and everything coming up. I think the only at-risk part of him is just the minutes. This team's been really good with blowouts, and it is a 12.5 point spread, so that could be a thing, but it's a really, really low sweat. Honestly, if we can get just another 9-10 field goal attempts, plus a few trips to the free throw line like he has been, I think this would be really, really solid. So I don't mind that for today either.
Oh, you're liking it to that degree. Okay. Well, should we throw it in the plays channel, or are we just calling it a lean?
Yeah, we'll call this a lean. I think the strongest play that we had outside of the Garcia 16.5 is going to be Derek Queen, his 21.5 PRA. Now, shout out to Big Coach. He was able to find this for us earlier. His PR has already moved up, so I think just sticking it out for the 1.5 assist potential, he is totally fine. This is the wrong guy. I was like, whoa, how did he bump that much? Yeah. So they have his PR is 21.5 anyways. So we're basically just getting the assist for free here for a straight payout, which doesn't really make any sense. So I would venture to say before we get off the stream, we might see this ding for the payout, or at least probably even change outright to 22.5. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, the Queen, man, he's been absolutely dominant. Just, getting to his marker a lot this season. Again, with the blowouts, so he did have a couple games that he missed out on that, here recently. I believe this was a foul game. Yeah, he played 17 minutes. So Coach had us for the last slate, came through in a really tough matchup. It was against Oregon, actually. But this matchup, I think, is going to be very close. Me personally, we were talking about it in discussions in the Discord. I could see potentially UCLA with an upset today, dare I say. Might be a hot take, but they were plus 185 or plus 184 earlier. Either way, though, I think this game is going to be extremely competitive. We're going to get full starter minutes, probably tight rotations, and spectator standpoint, this is going to be such a fun game to watch tonight. So make sure you guys check it out. It
is. That's the thing. There's only a few games as far as college go today, but they're both the two big games are going to be fun to watch, and we got props in both of them, so definitely fun. And right when they're over, like you said, get on to tomorrow. I saw more dropping right now.
Yeah. Last little bit here, and then we'll answer some questions. We're probably going to bounce a little early. Talking about usage rating, we love taking these players who are not only on the uptick, but also who just have that high, anywhere from the mid-20s to high 20s usage rating. He's been an absolute monster through the month of December and even to start January so far. But we're looking at, another 28, 20, high 27% usage rating player. The minutes look a little sketchy from some of the blowouts and the two foul games that he had in here, but he's typically good to keep his hands to himself. So coming off of another solid performance at Oregon, I think we just got to like him today. So Derek Queen, A-tier play for today. Stephen Crowell and Dawson Garcia is going to be our mid-tier plays on this small slate. So just a round robin, get a little bit of exposure from these guys. And if you have any NBA plays or any other sports, so you can go ahead and lock those in too.
Or if you can play them on books at even better value as well, obviously.
Yes.
Big FanDuel is always the spot. If you don't know, if you have legal books, if you're in the right state, FanDuel is the spot with all the college stuff. If you did not know, I know Bet365 has some too. What was I looking at here? I was going to do a Derek Queen alt play, same game parlay type thing. I know there's a few people with these sites nowadays too. So it's fun. Could find a bunch of different little things to get the value in. So I'm going to look at that. And we can go through chat if you want.
Yeah, let's answer a few questions, and then we're going to cut out here a little bit early today.
Okay. Well, we do have Youngin, as we said earlier. Youngin's here, and that is an amazing fact. I think my favorite part of the day so far. Big Youngin. And then Ian says, well, look who it is. Youngin back from the dead, he says. Just saying, that's what he said. C. Dot, the mailman is here. He's been in there cashing out some college with us. Been lots of fun. He says, I don't care what anyone says. I was first. Okay, well, we'll give it to you, bro. I'm not tripping. You guys can all be first. You're all first to me. Youngin says, I miss y'all for real. I'm back. Ian underrated. What's up, bro? They're fighting over first again. I love it. Where's Sean, actually? Sean hasn't been here for his first place.
I know
battle.
we'd have the full family back together.
I know. Sean, you better get your ass back here. I don't know what you're doing. I'll be back after Christmas. Yeah, bro. It's after Christmas. Ian says, what's up? Danny C says, yes, Zach Cleveland was his play yesterday. That's what's up. And Keyshawn, that was me too.
Yeah.
Danny C says, I want my props. I feel you. What's up?
Oh man, little Keyshawn was a bastard, man. He was killing our Nate rebounding. That dude had like 4 rebounds in like 8 minutes or something like that off the bench. Both bench guys were leading the team in rebounding in the first half. That shit was so wild.
There you go. The fun of betting. Danny says, let's see what I can find today. He got one for us. He got 2 for us. Same player, 2 props. He says, points under and rebounds under. Kobe Johnson. UCLA.
Yeah, let's look at Kobe here. Now the points under, that I actually don't mind. He is a lot of these games kind of catching fire from 3 to get over these points in the majority of them. So we'll say like half of them almost. The minutes are definitely all over the place because I remember playing him at the beginning of the season because he was racking up the RA, and that's kind of been his, shtick so far this season. So pretty decent chance of him getting the 9 RA again. But what was the first one? The points?
Points under, and then he said rebounds under. So it's liking some Kobe Johnson unders. Now I will say, Eric Daly on UCLA is back. I believe he was hurt last game, which is interesting. Yeah, he didn't play last game. Oh, he did play last game. Sorry, he missed the game before that.
Yeah.
Wondered if that had anything to do with this play here. I guess not.
Well, it's definitely not a bad look. I mean, we've seen this guy doesn't shoot the ball a whole lot. That I remember.
His name's Kobe Johnson, though. He just has the right name. It's hard to go under anyone named Kobe Johnson, but I feel you.
Oh, we were laughing about that last time because I think he actually let us down because I remember we played him in this game. It was this game earlier on in the season.
Oh, really?
He had a season low. Yeah, his RA. I was like, oh, bro, he's killing this RA. We're going to play him today.
Oh,
Plays
look at
15
that.
minutes. Gets into foul trouble. Yeah, so very depressing. But, I mean, even just look at this, the last couple games here. So this was the game with the injury. He had a spike field goal attempt game. It was a tie for a season high. And then this last game was another season high. He got to the free throw line. 10 free throw attempts is pretty insane. But outside of those 2 things, I mean, he's been kind of hit or miss for a lot of it. So it makes sense. I mean, I think I would definitely consider his point under. And then the RA, it wasn't an RA under, right?
I don't remember. I remember he left a bad taste in our mouth.
Pause.
Oh, no, the second question, sorry. I can't see the chat for whatever.
Oh, you can't see it? The first one was just points,
No.
and the second one was just rebounds.
Both under?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his rebounds are high as shit. Like, I think he actually has a little bit more room for the assist upside in this game. But, yeah, his rebounds are definitely high. And I'm glad you like the points under because I was looking at, and we'll call it a personal lean today, but Tyler, his 14.5 points, he opened at 14.5 and they moved him to 15.5, but the payout difference just to take that 1 point, I think is actually pretty nice right now, to be honest. It's a pretty big difference for him too. So, I mean, at 14.5, we're talking almost 70%, but the 15.5 dips down quite a little bit there, but I actually like his 14.5 on a personal bet level. I think he's been very, very solid. He plays a lot of minutes. He's a center, and these are high conversion shots, but this is going to be a tough game for them on the road. So somebody's going under. There's a real good chance that maybe even two of these starters from either side go under today.
Interesting. Okay, we'll take a closer look at those before a tip. See if maybe we throw another something in the Discord. Those are interesting. Youngin says John Blackwell over fantasy. Youngin's coming with the college play. What about that? What about Youngin coming in with the college play? What do you think about that? First of all,
I haven't seen like any Blackwell props today at all, or this is the only prop I've been able to find anywhere is the 14.5 points. Oh, what's the line? If you could tell me that.
Blackwell.
But I can at least speak on Blackwell's situation. So they had one of their other guards is going to be out today. His fantasy is not on Underdog, you liar.
I know. I wonder where Youngin's looking at that.
Okay, well, at least I can see the line. So 26.5 fantasy. That's definitely not bad. So today, Max Klizmet was a midday Q tag. I believe it was an ankle or something like that, but there's a good chance that he's going to sit today. Blackwell, we talked about last stream. We actually took his points. He came out, absolutely wrecked it for us. The only thing about his fantasy, I will say, is at best, he's probably just going to get you one stock a game. He had a few games where he had two stocks, but he does come with turnover risk, and he's probably going to have at least 3 turnovers again today with that added usage. But I like the scoring upside. I totally like the scoring upside. The assist potentials could definitely come back up a little bit. The projected backup guard that should come in, he's not really a playmaker. He's more of just kind of an even keel shooter, facilitator. But that usage rating that we could get from Blackwell is really nice. So I actually don't mind that call. I just couldn't find any props for him today outside of just that 14.5 points. And Underdog won't even add him to the board. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Do you think it's waiting on news from the injury to old, I call him Kermit? Klesmet, I believe is how you say it. Kermit the Frog?
Probably. Yeah. With it being a midday Q tag, that wouldn't surprise me at all. But we should get that news here. I mean, honestly, within the next, I would say probably 30 minutes.
Does him being out help you like Kroll more? Crow? Old Steve? Or does that not really change much to you if he plays or not?
I mean, it helps a little bit. It'll free up a few more shots. Probably him, Winter, and, we'll see Blackwell with the overall added usage. But,
okay.
The only thing with Steve is literally just the minutes, man. If he plays over 25 minutes, we should be a shoe-in. If he plays under 20 minutes, then we just got to hope for efficiency.
Oh, I hate that. Youngin says, everybody doing good, fam. I appreciate you, E, and underrated. Let's go, Youngin. Ian says, Giannis to score 30 plus, Bucks to win for plus 162. Do you like that play? You can tell Ian's been working on his FanDuel game.
Are the Bucks on the road today?
Yeah.
I mean, they should win, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They should win, but Milwaukee's been arguably one of the most disappointing road teams. Them and Minnesota, man, they just don't have it on the road for whatever reason. On paper, they should definitely wreck. I mean, we have Banchero coming back today, but he's been gone for so long. And I mean, even if he has a decent game, his team has really struggled. So it makes sense. We just need Milwaukee to come out and do their thing. Giannis needs to come out and not only be assertive, he needs to actually play defense, because even in limited minutes, Banchero can easily drop 20 plus on them and, give him a run for the money here.
They did say Banchero's on a minutes limit, if that ever fucking matters. Who knows what that means, but I did see that news.
Yeah, for him, I think he actually is going to play a little bit more in the mid-20s today. Typically, we would say, man, I hope you guys play Kawhi under the first game. That shit was so free. I knew he was playing 20 minutes exactly. If that, he played 19 and some change. Banchero, I think they're going to have him a little bit of a longer leash, so maybe thinking 25 minutes if the game is competitive. But anything over that, I'd be hard-pressed to think that he's actually going to play over that.
Youngin says Jordan Poole over 22.5 points. I forgot how Youngin is, though. Youngin doesn't ask the questions. He just tells you what you should be playing. Jordan Poole over 20. Lock it in. Just kidding. AOD says we
assuming
are all
he plays.
Huh? Assuming he plays, you like it?
Assuming if he plays, I definitely like him. He should be at least 23.5 points, to be honest. But Chicago's super easy matchup.
Okay. AOD says, guess what he says, E? Guess what AOD, you don't even have to look. Guess what AOD says.
It's got to unite the D-Gens.
There you go. Movie trivia. E is 1-0 today. Youngin says Vooch over RA.
Yeah, I really like Vooch's rebounding in general. The matchup is definitely appealing for the assist. Now he is, let's see, do they tax him? Yeah, he's super taxed right now. Yeah, I would not play the 14.5 RA. You're getting double tax for that. I like the 10.5 rebounds. I like the double-double today. He put up, I believe, either 11 plus or 12 plus rebounds in all the games against him. I would like to see, let's see, who's your starter? I would like to see Alex Sarr actually play, but we could have a spicy game. Honestly, see the European guys go at it if we get J-Val starting. J-Val versus Vooch, man. Ooh, that would be interesting.
Spicy. AOD's laughing at us. That's normal. I said hit the likes to show your support, guys. All love. We're at 14 likes. If you haven't hit the like, please hit the like. We would appreciate it very much. Get more college. Let's get more college going on around this world. C. The Mailman says, might want to be careful on taking UCLA unders. Mick Cronin just challenged his team after their last double-digit loss. Ooh. Called his players delusional and soft. It might be a bounce-back game. That's what C. says. Might be a bounce back game, but hey, that's what you said. He thought maybe UCLA was going to take them today, so you guys are on the same.
Yes, sir.
We saying
talked
better
about that earlier.
Yeah, but he's saying better watch out. Don't maybe not look at those unders for UCLA. And AOD says major pause. We must have said something I don't remember. And Danny C says I'm taking Kobe Johnson RA under 100. I like it. And Bank says E's dog play of the day, money line or a prop. E, he wants your dog play of the day. What might it be?
Honestly, I don't know if we actually have a dog play of the day, so for that I think we need to keep it to at least just college, since that's been our main thing here, or at least what we started with.
Yeah, for sure.
Today a little bit more slim picking, so I don't think we're gonna have. But I get you on a technicality. We streamed twice today, so I technically we'd have that for later, and it would still be on a Friday.
That is true, but the game would be on Saturday though, E. So I don't know if that counts.
Right.
I don't know if that counts. Might have to have two today.
Then I'm just riding with Big Coach on Derek Queen, this 21.5 PRA. Either one of these guys, Dawson or Derek, one of these two. It's a tougher slate, so again, temper those expectations.
The people don't want it either or though, E. They want a E's dog play. So is it Derek or is it Dawson? You gotta pick.
Hey, if we're talking locks here, I would just say pass. If we're gonna look at it like that.
I'm wondering how the judges are gonna do this here. Are we allowing? I got
faith in Dawson today. I think he brings the hammer.
So Dawson's the dog play, the fantasy, or the 16.5 points? I guess you got to do
16.5 points.
Yeah. Are we allowed?
If we get to throw that into consideration.
That's what I'm saying. Banks, are we allowed to have the play be something that we locked in last night with the value, or does it have to be? I would assume it has to be what's available for people now. That would probably make more sense. But maybe not. Hey, E's dog play of the day could be at any time. You know, if you're not in the Discord, you missed E's dog play of the day.
Yeah, today I think today I mean technically have two dogs too, so we'll split them up between the Garcia love just in general plays for him, the 16.5 or the fantasy line, and then we're gonna back up Big Coach here with Derek Queen over the 21.5.
Okay. So every time you do the dog play of the day, we'll do this too. All right.
All right.
Well, we're at the end of the comments. We appreciate everybody. We got to 14 likes. We weren't expecting to get to 25 today, so let's have good luck anyways, guys. If you don't hit the likes, we're still going to have good luck. Fuck it.
Yes, sir. Here, I'm just going to do one little bit here real fast, and then we're going to get a quick outie.
Okay.
We have a ton of NBA injury news to keep an eye out for today. I believe both of the Milwaukee guys are going to play, so we should be good there. We're waiting on DeJounte Murray, if he's going to suit up. As I mentioned, Jordan Poole, if he does play, I like him. Sar as well. Joker, he's been on and off, playing, not playing. They actually might sit him for this matchup. They should be a bloodbath, but we'll see now that they're actually back at home too. And Towns. Towns is a big thing. So if Towns is out, love Hart's rebounding. Upside, it's OKC. If Towns plays, like the rebounding. I wouldn't play the 14.5. That's just an insane ass number. Play the 13.5 or play his PR. But yeah, so that's going to be it for, I believe, most of everything. We had Fox out earlier. I like Sabonis at 5.5 assists. He led the team or was tied in playmaking with Malik Monk. If you want to go back to Monk, I totally get it. I do worry this game might not be competitive, but we'll see. If they can keep it close, Sabonis should definitely get 6 assists.
I like it.
All right, y'all. We appreciate it. Good luck tonight. Again, make sure you hit that like and sub on the way out. That way you don't miss out on when we go later. Get those notifications. Check out the Discord. Hop in. Good luck tonight, everybody. We'll see y'all back here in a little bit. All right. Peace.